Yeah, absolutely. He's a very relaxed guy. He's a competitor, which you see that as well. You know, he doesn't like to get scored on. He likes to have success, but he's not. He doesn't get worked up either way. Like if he's playing well, it's all good. If he's not playing well, he does not all excited. He's pretty calm about it, and he focuses on what he needs to do to change it to have success.
I understand it's the old adage of one game at a time mentality, but coming off a game like Maryland, is that a good thing, knowing, barometer where you stand as you face another number one team here?
Well, we certainly weren't happy with our execution. I know we talked about that before. The Maryland game was, effort and execution, and we really, on the offensive end, we lacked the execution. So we're demanding a lot more out of our guys for this week, and that they got to step up and do as we ask and follow our game plan and not quit on it. So hopefully it'll go better this week.
What can you tell us about how potent this Virginia team is come this weekend?
They're two-time defending champs. They're full of talented players. They're an amazing team. Just like playing Maryland. Like the athletes, the players are awesome and they're great. And we have to execute a game plan that really plays into the way we play, and that's again more ball possession, longer possessions, make the defense work, and really work together as a unit in all aspects of the game.
Are they a different group with more or without him? He's kind of like
They have so many good players. There's one, we're in that same. We're losing players here and there, and a team's built around what you do, and they have plenty of players to fill in that spot. And whether he plays or doesn't play, they're going to run the same types of offense, the same game plans. So, we'll be prepared either way.
What's that relationship like with you and Lars?
Lars is a nice guy. We get along real well.
I preface it by saying, Lars being a local guy right down the road, Lafayette.
I'm not a local guy, so. But I've spent some time talking to Lars, and he's certainly a relaxed guy and very different than most coaches, and I appreciate that. And I think I'm a little different than a lot of coaches, and we do things our own way, and that's okay. It's good to have people that are different, and you know what? But I get along with them pretty well.
You guys have kind of had Virginia's number last year, and Jacob really succeeded against Petey in the face-off game. What are you trying to see from him at EX?
Well, face-offs are going to be a huge part of this game. To have possessions, it's really going to help. We need to get more, but we need to execute on our possessions, and I think that's where we really lacked against Maryland, was executing on the number of possessions we had, and our rate of success was pretty low. We need to get that number up, got to increase our shooting percentage, and that'll turn into more goals and hopefully keep us in the game and give us a shot.
And on the other end, you were talking about after the Maryland game how you guys were missing some slides defensively, giving up easy shots that even Bobby, with the skills he had, couldn't be able to block. What did you talk about defensively this week, heading into going against another?
Again, it's just about our game plan, how we're going to play them, how we match up on our personnel. All of that's coming into play again, and just try and limit our mistakes and not make them huge mistakes, but smaller mistakes. And I think if we can get away with a few little mistakes, it'll be a lot better for us on the DN.
Interconference transfers aren't as rare anymore as they used to be. Did you talk to Lars about bringing Bobby in and just doing your kind of due diligence?
No.
I guess he ran into an issue.
Yeah. No, we didn't. We did our homework though, and talked to a lot of people to know where he's at. But it was a position that it was an opportunity that we saw, and we reached out and we took full advantage of it, and we're happy we did, because he's our starting goalie right now, and it created a little bit more depth in our goalie position with Harrison Thompson, two good goalies, and and that makes us, it'll give us a chance, especially later in the season down the road.
When UVA won it in 19, they used two goalies throughout that season with Roden. It's the message to Harrison: just stay ready. You never know when.
Exactly. You never know what's going to happen game in, game out, and the good thing is we feel comfortable now that we can put Thompson in and give him a shot and feel comfortable about it.
There was a matchup there on Sunday where the defensemen on Tucker and Tucker were both from Oregon. What have you kind of seen from the growth of the game to have two kids from the Pacific Northwest playing in a top 10 matchup in college lacrosse?
Well, I look at our attack group we have out there, and it's not just Oregon; it's non-traditional areas, and we got Florida, Oregon, and Texas all covered on attack right now. So we don't have those traditional players out there, and it's they're getting better, but it's still a lot of work and a lot of learning to know all the little details. When you play at a higher level of competition through high school, and that you learn different techniques and different things that we're still trying to catch these guys up on, and they're doing a pretty good job.
Lucas had some key goals against Maryland. What did you see from him in his first start? And what do you expect?
Well, I'm hoping to see him back healthy, full 100%. That's the number one thing. We're not there yet, but hopefully he's ready to go. He's been very limited in practice, and we want to make sure that he can shoot the ball, he can finish, and we want to get him opportunities. So we're just hoping he's healthy enough to get out there and do that.
I don't know how much you want to get into it, but I detected a hint of remorse post game about Paul not having it to you guys. Is that a fair characterization?
Well, I just would have personally liked to seen both of us go in. That whole era was it wasn't about Gary Gait, it was about the Gait brothers. But I appreciate the honor, and it was nice, and I'm sure Paul's jersey will be hanging up there at some point, and shouldn't be an issue for anybody.
Did you make a plea since August to say, hey, let's think about this?
I may have mentioned it.
They might have to do it. They might have to make a decision with the Powells, sometime down the road.
Exactly, and maybe they've set the precedent. I don't know. So, that's why you have committees. They make decisions, and you got to live with those, and that's the way it works in every situation where you're honoring the past. Groups make hard decisions, and sometimes people agree, and sometimes they don't.
Coach, speaking of the past, Hall of Fame, what could you say about that?
Well, certainly completely honored, considering I had a short career compared to everybody else in the group. A lot of those guys played a few years longer than I did, and but it was quite an honor, to be involved. As I believe I was a 34-year-old rookie when they started the MLL, and and I was done before 38, 39, and that was it. It was a career. But what was fortunate, I guess, is that I was lucky to be on teams that won, and the first 3 out of the first 5 championships, to be a part of those, coaching 2 of them as a player coach, made it a lot of fun. So complete honor. So I appreciate it.